Okay, I think... Okay, it looks like everything's working. The music's playing. The music is actually quite loud. So we're gonna make it quieter. And I think I am speaking at the volume that I normally do. Hang on. Maybe I need to turn up the... just a little bit. It looks like there's still actually quite some feedback coming in on the mic. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with that, if I can do anything about it at all. I don't know. But yeah, I have a little VTuber now. I don't know if that is something that... Yeah, I just... So... Okay, I need to explain this. Even though I kind of don't want to. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I mean, there's not really many people in the chat, but whatever. If you can probably hear a difference in the way I'm speaking, and that is because I have had some pretty extensive oral surgery done. It wasn't just a wisdom teeth removal. I had to get 3 other teeth removed, and I had to get bone grafts in 3 places because I had significant bone loss in 3 places, and now I wear a partial denture. And you can probably hear it in the way I am lisping. I might have to take it out at some point, simply because I'm not used to it anymore. I'm not used to it yet. Sometimes I take it in and out during the day because, I mean, it's a giant piece of metal in your mouth, and you do have to, and so, at some point, you do just kind of need a break from it. But yeah, that's why I sound different. Now from the front, I don't necessarily look much different, except I did get a haircut, so I do look fresh, but, that's not the point. The point is I know I sound different, because you're gonna hear it. You're not gonna see it, but you're gonna hear it. And now you can hear that I'm speaking normally. Or I speak like I normally do. And this is something that I'm gonna have to wear until I get implants, and I'm gonna need quite a few because right now I am missing 5 adult teeth. And the recovery process hasn't been as smooth as I'd hoped. There's been a lot of stuff that I've been trying to do over the last couple of weeks that have just kind of gotten a lot of roadblocks. I actually should have been back fully by March 1st, but then I got COVID. And then I got COVID. And then I had the oral surgery. And then I had some other complications that I really don't want to put into a lot of detail. But I plan on being back way sooner than this, streaming regularly, and events have taken a toll on me mentally, as they have with, everyone else. I feel like everyone is dealing with that right now. The world is not an easy place, but these days everything seems a little rougher, and that's mostly because control over our lives is being stripped off little by little. And so one of the reasons I stopped doing the reactions is because we need to exercise a little more agency over our art and our creative endeavors. And I'm hoping that I can help people realize that. I don't want to say help lead the charge, but someone's gotta, I shouldn't be starting it with fan art, but that's kind of all I got in me right now. It's been an interesting week, so. Let's do some warm-ups, because I gotta put focus on my faces right now. For some reason, I seem to be doing really good at bodies, which is something I've never been good at. But, for some reason, suddenly, somehow, I'm good at bodies, and I suck at faces. So, let's put Homegirl back in. There we go. So, one of the things that I wanted to do was to redraw an interpretation of Link I had from ages ago. You guys have probably seen the art if you've been looking at my blue sky, not that anyone has. But, let's see. I was using him as inspiration earlier. Hang on. I gotta get the windows to work first. I swear they're just slowly making Windows 10 more and more unusable. Okay. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna try and do is trace this body shape. Because the thing about Chris Evans's Captain America is that he's skinny. Most of the big guys that I draw are like actually big. Like Connie, for instance. Connie has a gut. This guy does not. Not a professional, I am absolutely cheating. Alright. Move my water somewhere. He's gotta have a little meat on his bones. Refer back to the picture. Oh, okay, yeah. He is definitely standing on one leg, and the other one is sort of bent. Okay, yep, got it. Okay. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, there. I might be able to understand my own twisted mind here. Refer back to some old designs. You know, when it comes down to it, I just have too much shit on my desk. I have nowhere to put my phone. I have a grapefruit that's just chilling out. The only thing I need to do is put away these headphones. Slapping my mouse around because I don't quite know where to put everything. Alright, mouse goes over there. Cool, now I can move everything around. If I'm going to talk through this, I might just need to turn down my music, which I'm not a super big fan of because I like having the music really loud in my streams, but... Alright, so let me refer back to some old designs here, which I think the first design I had for this particular version of Link, I can't move it. Oh, because it's there it is. Let's see. I believe I have it in my downloads folder because I just posted these the other day on Blue Sky. Let's see. Ooh, I forgot it. I forgot about something, but it doesn't matter. I'm already on roll for this. I might come back to what I was talking about in a minute, but, not right now. I had a reference sheet, and I don't know where it's gone now. Maybe it was under finished art instead of... no, it couldn't have been. Huh. Okay. It's gotta be in my old art somewhere. Ah, here it is. Okay, that's very large. But we're focusing mostly on Link, because I'm actually not too big on whatever Sheik's got going on. I'm gonna keep Zelda, but whatever Sheik's got going on is really frustrating me. So I choose not, so I don't know if I'm going to keep that. There's just too much empty space in it, and the super high collar looks stupid. It looks stupid. So I don't think I'm gonna keep it. So, yep, Link's sash is around his waist, like that. How's that collar? Okay, so his collar actually comes down like this. Huh. That's very European for my usual designs, I just noticed. Because Zelda's pretty much wearing a hanfu. But Link is wearing more of a tunic style. I mean, that's not necessarily bad, that's just not normally how I do things. that makes me feel better. Yeah, alright. I can work with that. We'll add the sash later, but for now, I'm just going to continue to add his normal clothes. Okay, yeah, he does. Alright. Okay. Oh, is this Wind Waker? I'm not gonna lie. Wind Waker never fails to make me a little bit emotional. And I understand that it's an unpopular opinion. Really, I do. But I think Wind Waker... Here's the thing. I love Ocarina of Time, okay? Ocarina of Time is one of my favorite games of all time, and I still believe that Wind Waker is the better game. I love Ocarina of Time. I love Majora's Mask. They are some of my most favorite games of all time. They have literally changed my life. I still say they are not the best Zelda games. I think Wind Waker... I think Wind Waker and A Link to the Past are greater games than Ocarina of Time. And I'm saying that as someone whose favorite game, who's one of my favorite games is Ocarina of Time. I'm saying, objectively, I believe that Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time, that Wind Waker and A Link to the Past are better games. Wind Waker is one of the few Zelda games that has actually made me, like, actually cry. Besides maybe Majora's Mask. I got a little emotional for Tears of the Kingdom, but I think I was more just upset about what they did with Zelda. I thought the plot twist was great, don't get me wrong. But I was more just like, why would they do that to her? I don't know. You can ask my husband. I was sitting there like, oh my god, why? He was like, why do you have that big frown on your face? I was like, because you're supposed to save her. Okay. Let's see. looks just like he looks honestly just like a woodcutter here. He looks like just some guy. Let's get rid of the sketch. Let me take a look at this. Okay. A couple of things I need to do. That doesn't look good. Because I gotta remember, this is kind of squeezing his waist. At this stage in the game, Link would be a very idealized figure, so I'm guessing he would have to have an idealized figure. Let's see. Just clean up some things here. I like things looking sketchy, but not messy. Something my mother would always say is, I can do dirty, I can't do nasty. And I would say that that philosophy has endured even now. I say even now, she's only in her early 60s. Saying that like she's ancient. No, she's like barely 60. And honestly, I am very grateful for my parents' health. They never take it for granted. They always go to the doctor, which used to not be true once upon a time. I remember many times when I was young where my mom refused to see the doctor. But I've been taught by example that that is the one thing, that is the key to a long life, is not to take your health for granted. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And if you do, be careful. Cool. Alright. Let's erase that. Erase that. And erase that. Scribble in. Alright. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I actually meant to make that darker. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's bring that back. So one thing I have been failing at recently is faces. This version of Link would have a very sharp face. Very sharp features. Okay. He has his head tilted down, so I think his jaw is going to be mostly down here. Erase that face a little bit. Okay, I'm actually going to use a different pen for his face. I also think we're going to use some 90s anime-ass eyes here. I'm looking at this and I can already tell you that it's in the wrong spot. Actually, I'm not a fan. Or I wouldn't say I'm not a fan. I'm really trying to get away from anime-style type eyes. Because they're usually not conducive to the type of noses that I want to draw. Because anime doesn't believe in noses. Unless you're a villain. Or, you know, in the case of My Hero Academia, an abusive father. But let's see. Oof. The Fairy Fountain is one of my most favorite Zelda tunes. It's very comforting. Okay. Oh, I just realized something. God damn it. Okay. Well. Oh yeah, I forgot this is on a different layer. The original design, let me make it a little bit bigger so I can make sure that I have the right kind of eyes here. I do. Okay. Because I forget, this version of Link is very tired. He has a lot of responsibility, and he's still very, very young. So I actually want his eyes to be a bit more droopy, like that. There has to be some aspects of his character that are still round. Because he's still young. He's just under a lot of pressure. I considered this before I really started thinking about this. I considered making an evil Link scenario, like maybe he was just like sick of his lot in life but I really couldn't bring myself to do it. It just didn't vibe with me. Move the nose over a little bit. Like... Hello, Perfusion. How are you doing? It is drawing Zeldas. Right now I'm drawing Link. It's not going as well as I'd hoped, because his face is really small compared to the rest of his body. Let me flip the canvas and see what I'm doing wrong here. Let's see. That's fine. Yeah, I'm working on just some alternate designs I was thinking of when I wasn't doing too hot earlier this month. Let me fix his cheek a little bit. Yeah, let me preemptively apologize for the lisp. I am getting used to my new teeth. I have after a recent procedure, I needed a few new teeth. So they're removable. So having them in my mouth has been a bit of an adjustment. Woof. I'm not sure what to do over here. I think I'm getting to the limit of my skill. Which, I mean, super honestly, not a large limit. Yeah, his face still looks way too small. Maybe once I draw his hair, I'll get over it. But what I really want to do is change his hair with a different brush. No, I don't like that. You like particularly Breath of the Wild? Actually, I'm an older Zelda fan. I really do love Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is a fantastic game. Granted, I'm afraid to finish it because once I finish it, it will be over. And that does not vibe with me spiritually. I'm a bit of an older Zelda fan. So, my favorite Zelda game would be A Link to the Past. I actually remember the day I beat A Link to the Past. Now, granted, when I beat it, it was also considered like a super retro game. But I was in college, and I was going through a really tough breakup. And a friend of mine took me to a vintage game store because we had an old Super Nintendo that we kept in the apartment. And we were like, she was like, well, you love Zelda, don't you? I was like, well, yeah, but I've played all the Zelda games. And she was like, we've never played any of the old ones. So she took me to a retro game store where we bought A Link to the Past, and we played it for, I would say, almost 73 hours, like 72 hours straight. We didn't sleep that much. We bought like a bunch of food. Hey, Movie Geek, what's up? Long time no see, man. We bought like a bunch of junk food. And we spent that entire Friday and the entire weekend playing A Link to the Past in one sitting. I don't think the TV even turned off. And A Link to the Past, and because of that, A Link to the Past is my favorite game. And fun fact, the person who took me to go get A Link to the Past is my good friend who's going to be my maid of honor for my wedding. The thing is I don't like the design I have for Link here. I don't like his hair. That's the problem. You know what I think is skeeving me out about this? Did I... Nope, that's the wrong layer still. There we go. Okay, I think I figured out what's been bothering me about this. I'm actually going to skip the anime style eyes right now. Okay. Yeah. I figured out what's bothering me about this. Anyways, hello, Movie Geek. It's been a while. I know I sound different. I'm just trying to cope with my new teeth. I'm feeling kind of self-conscious about it. That's why I keep mentioning it. I originally based this version of Link off of Goliath from Gargoyles. So I am going to give him Goliath-style eyes, actually. I've decided to draw with you. Wonderful! What are we drawing? Some fan art? Some OCs? What have we got going on? Because I might do OCs tomorrow, depending on how this goes. Woof. I already know this is fucked up looking, so let me... Alright. Well, it just looks like he's squinting. For some reason, the eye that's supposed to be in view the most is always the smallest one for me. Some OCs. When I'm with it, I'll try to do more fan art. Listen, I'm all for OC drawing. The problem is that I tend to make little changes to designs, and then my brain goes, "Your art is inconsistent," and I start kind of getting a little weird about it. Okay. Just looks like he's pouting. I'm trying my best here. Speaking of which, in Tears of the Kingdom, actually, I lied a little bit. I actually did get a little bit emotional in Tears of the Kingdom. But it was because of Wind Waker. In the battle, when you're fighting Colgera, actually this moment, dun, dun, like this moment in the song, was the theme to Dragon Roost from Wind Waker. And I was sitting there playing it with my husband, and I got legit emotional. I started, like, tearing up. Because I don't have a problem with nostalgia, but I do have a problem with, like, the constant exploitation of it, but that was, like, the perfect amount. The, Tears of the Kingdom does a really good job of making it feel like Link is a part of a legacy of heroes. Especially with the inclusion of Fee from, or like the Fee noises. I know this face is gonna bother me eventually. I'm gonna stop messing with it right now, but I'm probably gonna have to come back to it. Yeah, his face is bothering me. It's already bothering me. I'll come back to it because it's making me mad. Let's do the hair first. I know how I'm going to change the hair, so. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That is the wrong pen. I prefer it because I felt that something impossible was lost. I can see that. Oh, wait. I missed something. Alright. Every Link has hair tassels. There we go. And then... Okay, so here's the debacle I'm having. Some Links have the side part, and some of them have a middle part. Ocarina of Time... still, wrong pen, dang it. Ocarina of Time Link had a middle part. But here's the thing. As much as I love Ocarina of Time, I hate the Hero of Time's hair. I hate it. Because one, we don't know how long it is. Two, his bangs are stupid. His bangs are so stupid. So, he has the middle part. Skyward Sword Link has the middle part with really, really long bangs. And then you have Twilight Princess Link, the hero of legend, they have side parts. And then it depends on what hairstyle you give Breath of the Wild Link, but he primarily has a middle part as well. So I'm trying to think if I want to give him a side part, because his original design that I gave him here, where he's this big blocky dude, over here. It is, listen, I understand the appeal, alright? I grew up in the era of insane 90s hair. You don't quite see it these days because it's like every character has crazy hair. But I understand the appeal, but I have not been able to draw it for years. I have not been able to draw Ocarina of Time Link's hair for years. And it's so frustrating. I always have to change it. And it's like, if someone's like, I can't tell this is Link from Ocarina of Time, it's because I can't draw his hair. I'm so bad at it. So it's self-inflicted to an extent. Actually, I don't need Chris Evans' reference pic anymore. I can make this full screen. There we go. But yeah, he's this big blocky dude over here. This is supposed to, so the idea was this was supposed to take place like years after Link's initial adventure. And he is a great hero. He is the captain of the guard, but now he is the one that's in distress, and it's up to Zelda, who's our tiny lady over here, to save him. And I don't have this written out or anything, but I don't know. I don't like the hair. I don't like the hair. It's too Saint Seiya. So I'm kind of hoping for something else. I'm kind of hoping to try and do something else. Maybe I'm going to try a side part. This stream is going to last for as long as I want it to, so let's try a side part. Let's see how this works, and if it makes me mad, we'll do something else. There is a possibility that it could still make me mad. What can I say? I'm a temperamental lady. That's not true. I'm really not. I used to be. I really like this design. Okay, who kidnapped Link? So, it would be Ganondorf in his quest to get revenge for the death of his daughter, who was Link's childhood friend. Who I haven't decided if that would be Riju, Urbosa, or Nabooru. Probably Nabooru, because I was infatuated with her as a child. And at the end, it actually turns out that Ganondorf would have been possessed by Majora's Mask the whole time. And because of his grief. And actually, I think I like this. I think I like this. I hate that I really like it. I hate that I like it off the bat, you know? Oh, it's good though. Oh, now do I want to give him a ponytail is the question. I could. Oh, but that makes his head look really long. Let's look at it without the... Oh, I hate that that's really good. I have to be stern with myself. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to move up that phase. Anyways, he could have a braid. Ooh, that's a good question. He could. Like that? Maybe? Hang on. Oh. Here, let me show you the original I had planned for this. Where is... Okay, hang on. I gotta go back to show the really bad comic I drew. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Lord, I can never find anything. You see, here's the thing. Okay, take this as a lesson. Always label your stuff. Because I don't label my shit, and I can never find anything. So you can tell that this is not my best work because of Zelda's side profile and how not great it is. But this version, Link has a ponytail. And a side part, I've noticed. I gave him a side part in this one. Although it's kind of wonky because it's like right in the middle of his head there. Alright. And that's Link effectively grounding Zelda, by the way. They have a good relationship. He's just a very stern man, because he's going through a lot. Oh, I just realized I screwed up his collar. His broken nose. Yes, his nose is supposed to be broken. Several times, actually. I just realized I screwed up on his collar, but I need to focus on one thing at a time. But thank you for the compliment. I'm still very new to drawing comics, even though I really, really want to. I'm honestly just picking up drawing after almost several years. Almost 2 decades worth of just never picking it back up. Let's try something else. Let's take this and just like that, because that's distracting me. I actually think that's okay. We'll think of the hair later. Okay, so next order of business is I actually still want this. I think I actually still want the scarf, the sash, going from here as much as I like the going from here down to here, because I would like it to be much longer than his actual tunic. Okay, let's erase away and see how that looks. It's not bad. Could use a little bit of work, but it's not bad. Let's go back to layer number 5. Let's see. Actually, it would be like down and then a little like that and like that. Typically, something like this would be worn by an elder in the cultures my family keeps. Since we kind of don't know our ancestry, my family takes the how often do you do streams like that, by the way? I'm trying to do them a lot more often now that a lot of the health issues I've been dealing with have been treated. And, you know, just dealing with cultural events that are happening in the popular zeitgeist right now. But they definitely help, you know, in these trying times. I'd like to help people create more. Including myself, because Lord knows we need it right now. Alright, there we go. I think that'll be fine for now. I think he's good. I actually really like the scarf. I'll try to show more often. I would love to see you, Profusion. Thank you very much. Alright, yep. Gotta fix that face because it's pissing me off. It's making me mad. I wish I had more. I don't know what it's been with me and faces lately, but man oh man, I've been really struggling with them. But yeah, I think I will be using the hair as more of a guide than the lines here. Okay. Yep. Woof. Okay. I can fix this, it's fine. What the heck was that noise? Sorry, I apologize if you heard that. That was, the washing machine. Sometimes, depending on what it's full with, it can shake the entire house. It's because we have an old house and it's a very new washing machine. He's a very tired young man. He's dealing with a lot. Okay. Honestly, just drawing the one eye might bail me out of the situation here. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, that coffee's coming back to haunt me. Let's get rid of the sketch now. Okay. I really just shouldn't be moving things about flagrantly, but the balance of this face is very important to me. And let's see. Ugh. It's the sketch that's throwing me off, honestly. Okay. Actually, you know what might help? Let's do another layer. And then let's draw a proper guideline instead of the weird sketch. Then let's do that. And that's probably going to help immensely. one thing you'll notice. What will be his age at this point? At this point, he's probably 29, 30. And Zelda would be his little sister. Actually, he might be a little younger than 30. I think he's probably like... He's probably like 27. I wanted his head to be a lot more tilted than what I have presented as. Like I said, faces have been giving me a hard time lately. And I think it's because recently my own face has changed, so... Like that. There we go. Oh, it did his nose incorrectly. But I originally drew him with a scar over his nose, but... That's my response to that. I don't feel like doing that. Let's take care of the eyes first. I'm making this way more complicated than it needs to be. I like how that song ends with, warping away. Alright. Okay, I like this a little bit more. Let's reverse this canvas to see if we can fix anything. Okay, there we go. Alright. This is fine. I am gonna draw the other eye, just so we get where it's gonna be going. Doesn't even have to be perfect, it just needs to be there. Because he doesn't really have any extenuating circumstances to cover it. Unlike Sheik, because Sheik is a part of the story. Sheik is... Zelda's tutor. Instead of Impa. There we go. Oh, I like this so much better. Give him a bit more of a frown. And an upper lip. There we go. Okay, yeah, I like that much better. This is a very sassy pose. I just realized he looks very sassy. But then again, Ocarina of Time Link had a little bit of sass. He had the typical 90s I'm listening pose, which is like one hand on the hip. Alright, I think I'm actually going to take a small break and have a little bit of candied ginger. I made this yesterday. Hang on, I don't want that loud sound in the... Yeah, I'm just having a little bit of candy. The thing is, I know one thing. I know they like to say, okay, wait, here comes a loud can noise again. Sorry about that. So, what you'll see a lot of on the internet is people saying that, oh, making your homemade candy is, like, gut healthy and all that stuff. And they start talking about, like, gut health, and it's good for your gut. And I'm gonna be honest, ginger is just good for your gut in general. Ginger is just good to have around. Because it's good for upset stomachs, because it's an anti-inflammatory, which means when the lining of your stomach swells thanks to, I don't know, just eating something that doesn't agree with you, it kills the inflammation. So people are going to be selling their gut-healthy ginger supplements. Ginger is just good for you, in general. It's a good thing to have. Like, I understand that a lot of people are big on, like, gut health, and a lot of the reasons we see a lot of, like, health misinformation on the internet is because, especially in the United States, getting access to it can be really hard, if you don't have a lot of money. But, luckily, we are in a good position where sorry, the way I'm trying to say this is a bit weird. Luckily, just learning about foods and what they do just will benefit you in general. Like, when you learn about green vegetables, like, why are green vegetables so healthy? It's because, you know, the proteins that carry chlorophyll through the stems is just, in general, good for your heart. You don't need supplements or anything, you just need to learn how to cook. I'm a very big proponent of, if you have the ability and the time, because, you know, some people don't have either of those things, then you should learn how to cook. And once again, the reason why I'm so big on it is because I used to be a cook. So that's actually one of the reasons I fell in love with Breath of the Wild, is because you could cook. I have spent a solid, I would say, 30 to 40 hours in Breath of the Wild looking for ingredients. Like, I kid you not. I will go to the mountains around, like, Rito Village and look for gourmet meat. Because I'm like, listen, if Link is gonna eat, he's gonna eat well. Because I say so. Oh, dang it. Uh-oh. Wait, stop. Yes, continue watching. Sorry, I thought they were gonna try and play an ad. That was gonna be really upset. Okay, cool. Just certain things I need to edit. Give some volume to the sash he's wearing. Oh, whoops, that is the wrong layer. There we go. Alright, cool. Now, let's do something that I don't normally do. Oh, shoot. I drew his face on the wrong layer. What layer did I draw the face on? Oh! I drew it on the scarf layer. Awesome! No, that's great. Ugh. Okay. Well, in that case, let's just, no, get rid of that. Merge. Ooh, nope, didn't mean to do that. Merge visible layers. And then put that back. Merge with layer below. And then put that back. Alright, cool. Yep, we're good. I think something I really loved was to make so much food. I'd take my horse, follow the course of fighting lion. Aww. I will admit, the dragon thing in Tears of the Kingdom messed me up. I was so upset. Oh my god. My husband was playing it, and he was like, "Why are you frowning like that?" I was like, "Because it's sad." Leave me alone. But yeah, that's another thing that Breath of the Wild did so well to me, was like, when you look back at all the flashbacks, like Daruk, for instance, you can tell that, I think just by subtext alone, that Link relied on Daruk. Like, since he had such an awkward relationship with his own father after finding out that he after he could wield the Master Sword, I feel like he really relied on Daruk for guidance. I don't think that's, like, you know, a fanfiction worthy observation. I think that's just from the subtext alone, because unlike Mipha and Rivali, Daruk seemed very fatherly toward Link, and I don't know. I have a lot of feelings about the Gorons. I know they're like everyone's least favorite, but I kind of love them. I know Yunobo is a bit of a base breaker. I think that has to do with I think that has to do with sometimes it felt like they didn't know what to do with him. But I have a lot of feelings about the Gorons. Yeah, you know what? I think that's good. Okay, now they're... Uh-oh. Now, I think I just want to do some shading. Oh, this is a classic Zelda tune. I just realized that. One thing that Zelda games do very, very well, in my humble opinion, is while I believe they do put an emphasis on, oh, despite everything, this is a fun adventure, they still capture the loneliness. The loneliness. Especially in A Link to the Past. In A Link to the Past, without Zelda in the beginning of the game, you are entirely alone. And this persists in Oracle of Ages and Seasons, and it even persists in Link's Awakening. I think it's most obvious in Link's Awakening, especially with the end. And I know that to an extent, to an extent, the end of Link's Awakening is supposed to be, like, somewhat uplifting, but I always just found it to be incredibly sad. I think, when it comes to, because I know I mentioned Linked Universe, in my, thumbnail, in my honest opinion, I think that, JoJo, the person who wrote it, gets the, like, understands the hero of legend to an extent. Because when you really think about it, a lot of shit has happened to that man. And it kind of just doesn't get addressed. Because Oracle of Ages was definitely presented as like, oh, it's a fun adventure. And it's like, he almost died so many times. Like, he gets dropped off of buildings, he gets pushed into fire, he gets lopped off of a tower. He almost drowns. So many times. There are so many times where, yeah, the person who wrote Linked Universe, which is a series where all the Links meet with each other. Due to whatever circumstances. And there are quite a few out there, but my favorite is Linked Universe and Bonus Links. Now the question is, how do I do this? Actually, I know exactly how I do this. Let me get rid of all of the shading that I just did. Because I don't want this to be black and white, I just decided. Okay. I apologize if you can hear my chair creaking. Just realized how loud that was. Alright, cool. We're gonna put this on another layer, and then we're going to increase the size of our pen. But yeah, I really like Linked Universe and Bonus Links because I feel like they kind of understand some of the more complicated implications of some of the games, especially when it comes to some of the earlier ones. Like the end of Link's Awakening to begin with. Like the end of Link's Awakening, especially. Do I like how that looks? I don't know. To be honest, I don't think I do. But I will say, it does have one of my favorite depictions of the Hero of Time. of the Hero of Time. That has one of my favorite depictions of the Hero of Time. Because a lot of the times, he is depicted as, like, quite standoffish and secretive, because I can imagine that Majora's Mask was a horrible experience, because that sounds horrific. What am I trying to say? Groundhog's Day scenarios sound horrible to me. Okay. Yeah, I'm using this build-up pen. Do I want these pants to be brown? I don't think so, actually. It's awful, but very interesting. Yeah, and, like, for people my age, 30 and over, Majora's Mask made a big impression on us. Because from that point on, like, a lot of kids media or stuff that was aimed at kids was not allowed to explore, like, any emotion other than, actually, simply put, it was one of the few video games out there at the time that accurately explored grief. Which is something that I talk about quite frequently on my channel. And so it made a big impression on a lot of people. Let me see how this works before I continue with it, because I'm already getting annoyed. Whoops, that's incorrect. Let's put that here. Nope. Reference item. Get rid of this. I'm just gonna do some fill tool shenanigans here real quick. Because I wanted to see something. Because if it doesn't work out the way I want it to, then I need to do something else. But, like I was saying, in Linked Universe, the reason why I love their depiction of the Hero of Time so much is because that is someone that has moved past that grief and is just not over it, but living with it and still living a fairly stable life. Oh no, that's ugly. Nope, Alright, I tried something new. I regret it. Which is fair because I forgot to draw something anyway. Forgot I usually draw him with a shirt under his shirt. yeah, it goes to show that while the hero of time is still a very tragic figure... What in the hell? Oh. While the hero of time is still a very tragic figure, he still had a lot to live for. And I really, really like that. But I like bonus links because of how it portrays Skyward Sword Link. Because Skyward Link in that one is more of the main character. I would say in Linked Universe, Wild, the hero of the Wild is more the main character. Although they all kind of share... It deserves to be fought for. Exactly! That's why I like their depiction of the hero of time so much. But in bonus links, Skyward Sword Link is not quite the leader that he is said to be, but he's almost there, and it's very well depicted in how carefully he thinks about every move he makes. And it shows him as someone who is very thoughtful and very intelligent. Alright, now here's the thing. Do I draw the hands? I don't think I want to draw the hands because I'm so bad at hands. We're gonna hide the hands. We're gonna hide the hands. Ain't no hands. He's holding them behind his back. Sure. Hands are hard. That's why I'm not drawing hands or feet. The face was hard enough. Oof. There's a spot on my tablet that I'm just realizing is here. Oh well. Alright, so let's see. Alright. Merge with layer below. What's this? What is this layer? Oh yeah, this is one of the coloring layers. Delete. That was the reference layer. Delete that. And this was a coloring layer, so let's delete that. I don't want to delete the reference picture. And let me label the sketch. And then let me label the line art. And then we get to the coloring. So, I'm not great at rendering. More often than not, I usually prefer dark colors. I usually prefer flat colors. Mostly because of the AI thing. I won't lie. I get really mad when people talk about it positively. So, I prefer not to do anything that's too rendered because I don't want to bear any resemblance to it. Although I do seem to be missing the pattern for his shirt. What the hell? Nope, here it is. I got it. Well, it's either this one... Or this one. Let's see. Let's work on the opacity of this. Let's make the design fairly large. Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, I just gotta be faster. There we go. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to, like, blow off your eardrums there. Okay, next. It's gonna take the same thing. Just gonna be quick swipe. I don't think that's what I want, though. I want it like that. There we go. I think that's nice. It's a nice design. I can change the color anytime I want, so... Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with flat colors. Let's do some underpainting first. Let's see. Fill this with a sepia. What's that brush? Which one? Let's get... the scarf brush. If you're asking about the the spirally thingy, subtool. It is, tribal_fire on CSP. I forgot who it was by. It's not labeled in the properties of it. But I've had it for a hot minute. Okay. This is some nice... Whoop. Underpainting. Then... Layer 2 is going to be over. So, let's see. Alright. So I'm gonna try and be as discerning as possible. We're actually going to give him sort of a more neutral green. He's an older man this time around, so... Let's make a slightly bigger brush. I really should do my overflow settings, but I don't feel like it. We're just going to wing it. That's not green enough for me. Oh, I know what we can do. We can get to screen. Perfect. Nope. That sort of helps. Okay. Oh, jeez, man. Come on. There we go. back to screen and hit multiply. And then get rid of that again. Let's see. Alright, and then this across the chest and over the shoulder like that. Okay. Ooh, that is way too big. That's way too small. Ooh, hang on. Color stretch, increase that. I'll balance this out in a minute. I just want to get it texture. Man, I never do this, especially not on stream, so I'm a little nervous. Let's see. All right. Let's see. With the blend. Actually, do we hit it with the textured blender? I don't know. Sometimes I'm not a fan of the textured blender. Although I might be a fan today. Oh hell, that actually might work. What about the wet bleed? Will that look any different? Okay, wet bleed is a little more obvious. Okay. I dig it, though. I don't hate that, oddly enough. Normally I hate the textured blender, especially the base one. But it seems to have fully redeemed itself. Okay. Okay, and this is the shirt. I'm gonna have to start putting these behind a folder, so give me just a second. Okay, that went horribly. There we go. Put the shirt behind a paywall. Let's get this oil stain. Oh, nope. Wrong layer. Get the oil stain up. Yeah, that's not terrible. I like that. It's not my normal style, but maybe that's the point. All right. I have another. What is this? This is nothing. Okay, then let's put this in the folder so I can use this. And then this is my rough layer. That's gonna help me a lot. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen it. What am I looking for? Okay. Let's stick with this gold here. Or do I want the gold? Do I want brown or do I want gold? Do I want brown or do I want gold? Or do I just want a darker green? Actually, I think I just want a different green. Let's go for an olive. Let's do... Uh-oh. Oh. I had the wrong color selected for some reason. That was weird. I know you watch Has Been Hotel? I've never seen No, I've only seen one, So when my husband and I were first dating, he did show me the pilot for Has Been Hotel, but that's all I know about it. So I don't know anything else beyond that. And that was a hot minute ago. But I'm afraid I'm not too familiar with Vizzy-Pop shows. I mean, not for any particular reason, I'm terrible at watching. One of the reasons I started this channel was to start watching shows that I never watch normally. That's how I ended up watching Vox Machina, because if I had never started the channel, I would have never watched it. Simply because I'm lazy like that. I'm kind of set in my ways. There we go. Because I can tell you that I might not watch any new shows, but I can tell you who's winning on Jeopardy. Because my brain's just like that sometimes. Or I just realized I messed myself up. Or it doesn't matter. I'll make do. Screen. Take that. Get rid of that. And go back to... Okay. I'm making a lot of errors here, but I think I can just relax and figure it out. That goes... Oh, wait a minute. What just happened here? Okay, good. Alright. Next. Yeah, but now that I think about it, it's been a minute since I first moved. It's been a minute since I first moved to where I live now. And now that you've mentioned that, it now feels like it's been forever. You know? What new show do you want to review? I need to finish Arcane. The show is good, but it didn't go in the direction I had hoped, and so I ended up being a little disappointed, and I stopped. I need to do better. Because as much as I enjoyed the show, as good as the show is, Arcane is a great show. It just wasn't going where I expected it to. So, like, objectively, the show is great. I just didn't get what I wanted out of it, that's all. But yeah, I need to finish it. Let me get up close with this. I never dared to finish the first season because it was a bit overwhelming. Things were not as I thought they would be, and the entire show was spoiled by others. Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons I started doing the second season of the reaction of the second season of Arcane anyway. Just because my dad had thought I had already seen the show and spoiled a great deal of it for me. And he was just excited. He thought I had already seen it, and he really loves the show. To be honest, what he really wants me to start watching is The Expanse. Because it's got Shora Aghdashloo in it, and Shora, it is one of the people that I really want to meet, like, just in my lifetime, is Shora Aghdashloo. She has an incredible voice, and she is an amazing actress. She's an Indian actress. I believe she's Indian, with a very deep voice. As a matter of fact, she plays the captain that was killed in the first 3 episodes of Arcane. The lady captain that was killed in the first 3 episodes of Arcane. The Expanse is a sci-fi show that is about the recolonization of Mars, I believe. And my dad adores that show. Much to my mother's annoyance, but, you know. The deal they have is that if he has to watch Bridgerton, which I don't quite think that's something he's doing reluctantly anymore. He seems to actually really love Bridgerton, like, unironically. I think Downton Abbey is the one he doesn't like. Okay, that's making it really hard for me to tell. There we go. Much better. But if you've ever seen that video, if you've ever seen that video of, like, this guy is playing a man who is, like, reluctantly watching his girlfriend's shows, but then he gets, like, really into it, that's my dad. Like, he promises up and down that he did not enjoy Bleach. But he has watched 200 episodes of it. He says he didn't understand Full Metal Alchemist. He's not only watched Brotherhood, but he's watched both of the live-action adaptations. Oh, I only needed one dot. Okay. Select. Shirt. Get rid of the reference layer. It won't distract me. Yeah, but The Expanse is a very interesting space opera, which is one of my dad's favorite genres. He loves himself a space opera. And it's kind of like a dark version of Star Trek. Where instead of in Star Trek that, you know, Earth is all good now and everyone is, like, happy and prosperous, it's like Earth is kind of struggling because so many people left to explore the stars. Oh, crap. That is the incorrect layer. That's a very rudimentary description of the show. There's definitely a lot more to it than that. But he has watched it a total of, I want to say 30 times? It has to be 30 times. I don't know if I need to do the textured blender on this, since this here will be made of a finer material. I think I probably just need to hit it with the blender to make it look not so painterly. I still want some hard lines, just not too many. Excuse me. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Sorry. I'll just give him typical fantasy brown. Although, to be honest, I really do want to give him black pants. It just doesn't make sense. Like, Link has never worn black pants. He has always worn light-colored pants or brown. Or none, depending on which area you're more familiar with. Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll work. Darker brown pants. Can't do that. There we go. Alright. What was I doing? Right. Reference layer. Nope. Wrong layer. Why do we even have that layer? I know exactly why I have that layer. Ignore me. Oh, Christmas. There we go. I am making this a little more complicated than it needs to be. But I am not great at color theory just yet. So right now, I'm using the multiply and screen filters on the reference layer to basically see what I need to use for what. So it's... yeah. At some point, that was just kind of like a... that was just kind of like a thing. It's like, well, in fantasy... the fighter doesn't wear pants. Like, if you look at any early iteration of Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, the man did not wear pants. He was like the barbarian. So, like, if it was fantasy, or some sort of fantasy media, the fighter did not wear pants. And I think that's largely because of the popularization of Conan the Barbarian. But if you look at early, Fire Emblem stuff, Marth is not wearing pants. Alright, now I'm gonna hit this with the Wet Bleed Blender. No, I'm not, actually. That's not gonna be hit with the Wet Bleed Blender at all. These pants are supposed to be a bit rougher, so I'm just gonna hit them with the texture. Alright. We're getting there. So Roman and Greek hero, like, yeah, Marth was definitely supposed to bring to mind, like, a Greek Caesar. A Roman Caesar, excuse me, Greek. But, like, if you look at the story of the game, he was definitely supposed to be Marcus Aurelius. That piece of candied ginger was very burnt. Excuse me. Oh. Jeez. Sash time! Sash. Alright. I don't think I want it to be like golden. We're gonna make this a bit of a darker yellow. I don't know how I feel about that. Goldenrod works. There we go. This one's gonna be painted a bit differently. Oh, whoops. There we go. Now we can erase. Same thing with this down here. And we erase. Only warriors don't fear spiders and cold, right? I just imagine going to the dark world without pants. A popular depiction of the Link from A Link to the Past is him wearing a kilt. Oh, right. Reference layer. It'll be alright. Alright, get rid of the reference layer. And this is going to be a bit more complicated, so... Since the implication that this scarf is actually quite loose. Back to the reference layer. Change. Oh. Get rid of it. Let's go back to the sash. Alright, cool. Now this blending job is going to be a little more difficult. I'm going to try and make it look as somewhat luxurious as possible. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but it'll be fine. We'll all be fine. But you know what I haven't done in a hot minute? I have not drawn any Fire Emblem fan art lately. I drew that one thing for Byleth and Seteth, but that's because I was feeling some type of way, and my husband reminds me of Seteth a lot. And so I had some feelings. I missed him, so I drew. I missed my husband a little, so I drew Byleth pining for Seteth. What can I say? I was hormonal and he was at work. You know what's crazy? And I don't quite believe it myself quite yet. I know I call him my husband, but we technically have not had a ceremony yet. And that ceremony is at the end of the year. And today, not today, but this week I am actually shopping for a wedding dress. That's crazy to me. That is not something I can really wrap my head around. I always pictured myself as kind of like just eloping if I ever did get married. But then my mother said that she was having none of that. So, but no, I kid. I actually don't mind the thought of having like a big ceremony and having everybody there. And I really thought I would. I thought like the thought would just skeeve me out. Like, why don't we just go and why don't we just go like have a trip and get married? But these days taking the trip is more expensive. But yeah, I'm actually shopping for a wedding dress. Like, that's crazy to me. It's something I never thought I'd do, but I'm happy to do because my husband, DJ, is my favorite person in the whole wide world. And I cannot imagine a world where I didn't have the opportunity to meet him. No matter how rough current events gets. Thank you. Thank you, Profusion. Okay. I need that to be shiny. That's why I tell people when they're having trouble meeting people, because when I first moved here, I had a lot of trouble meeting people. But I will always say, you might have a couple of false starts, but try places where people share your hobbies, like hobby clubs and stuff. And honestly, don't be afraid to just show up, because a lot of the people that run that stuff are paid to be friendly. I hope the wedding goes well. I do too. And right now, everything's looking okay. Everything's looking good. I need to schedule our cake tasting. That's the thing. I haven't done that yet. Mostly because it's $50, but, you know. Okay, that's fine. So... Oh, Krispy Kreme. I just realized what I did. I deleted the pattern layer. That was an accident. I did not mean to do that. But everything will be fine. It will be fine. Oh, whoops. Alright, there we go. I think I need to hit this with the blur a little bit. Like that. That way it looks a little more like cloth. Not hard blur, just a little bit. I just need to look a little more like cloth. We still want some hard lines, it's just... some of these look a little too hard. Alright. Let that underpainting show a little bit. I like my drawings to be a little washed out. A little desaturated. So yeah, I accidentally erased the pattern. That is, my bad. So... couple things. This, where's the sash? Let's blend this up. Nope, that's not working, because that's the blur brush. Let's blend this up. Nope, still bad. Let's just get in close. Trying not to zoom in too quickly for some of the photosensitive people. let's get rid of this ash color real quick. And then let's make the line art our reference layer again. It's got text. Whoop. Oh, whoops, I forgot to do the... I apologize. That's my brother texting me. Okay. This is interesting. My mom just texted the family group chat, have y'all heard of the video game Left 4 Dead? Okay, hang on. Left 4 Dead female characters. Let's see. I forget their names. It's been ages. Oh, so someone says my mom looks like Rochelle. I'm not sure if that's a compliment. Let's see. I'll send her a picture. Hang on. I want to send her a better picture. Apparently a student told her she looks like Rochelle from from Left 4 Dead. Amazing. Let me ask her something. Are you sure it was a student and not a teacher? Left 4 Dead is a pretty old game. Amazing. It's not a question I ever expected my mother to ask me. Alright. Oh, wait, no, can't exit out of that. Ooh! I don't hate that. Although I feel like... Let's actually go back. Nope. Dang! The carpenter bees are destroying my window. They're trying to get at the wood in my windowsill. Rochelle looks cute. That's probably one. Yeah, it is. That's the one she says she looks like. Oh, Christmas. I didn't mean to do that. Where's my... There it is. Nah. Alright. Nope. Maybe. Actually, yeah. Let's stick with that. Yeah, I can work with that. I can work with that. Alright, let's clean everything else off. Lord, I'm not sorry, our group chat is on fire. That's the only one. The family group chat is the only one that I don't put on Do Not Disturb because, you know, things happen. Alright. Okay, I do skin a bit differently, so I think... Now let's just go ahead and do skin. And let me go ahead and do sash pattern so I don't delete it this time. Ooh, that's too pink. Yeah, between you and me, I actually kind of have a hard time drawing paler skin. Reference layer. Multiply. Woof, that's too dark. Oh, wait, that's not the right color. Dang it! There we go. That's better. Okay, I'm back to skin. Eye drop. Leave off the multi-layer. Okay. Under the nose, under the eyes, over the eyes. Give him a little bit of cheekbone. Okay. Let's bring back the reference layer. Hit screen. No, wrong. Okay, go back to the reference layer. Hit screen. Cool. Let's go back to skin. That's why it looks funny. It's the wrong pin. I need something with very soft edges that is meant to be mixed. Alright. So let's blend. It's a little harder for me, but it's fine. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to the blender. Actually, I'm gonna put a little bit of light here on his chest, because otherwise it just looks kind of funky. Now we hit everything with the blur. Okay. Alright. I think we are solid as far as the skin goes. I am gonna get his eyes. Don't worry about it. Alright, cool. Now we're just going to erase what we see in the eyes there, which is not a lot. So my mom just sent a picture. Apparently she is dressed exactly like Rochelle. She has on a pink shirt, her hair is in twists, and she has on her large hoop earrings, and she's not wearing her glasses. Oh, I'm so spoiled. Every time I hear the first note they hit for every time they do the Zelda's Lullaby thing, I think it's gonna be the fucking what's the thing from Adventure Zone? Oh crap. I think it's like called Jellyfish Plural? Voidfish Plural. I think that's what it's called. And every time I hear it, I keep thinking it's gonna get dun 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 dun. I keep thinking that that's what I'm gonna hear, but it's not. It's Zelda. It's what I made the thing for. That did not go as well as I'd hoped. There we go. Alright. Now we get to add a very important touch. This man does not sleep. Okay. Okay, that's too much red eye. That's fine. I will give him some Visine and we'll work it out. Sorry, I'm just letting all the notifications slide right now because I'm trying to get these eyes right. Okay, let's fix this. Nope. There we go. Wait, hang on. You're gonna try and play another friggin' ad. That is not happening on my watch. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Eh. It's a little too purple. Alright. The ears. Well, oh, yeah! Oh, shit! I didn't color in the ears! Thank you for noticing! Oh my god! I didn't even notice that! Come here, Link. Let's... color in your ear there. My bad! Let's give that a quick blendy blend. With the high color on it. There we go. Now you have an ear again. My bad. Thank you for noticing that. Okay, that is a really large... Those are a little too blurry. Alright. There we go. Alright, lastly, the hair. Eyes. Hair. Alright. Now the intention for this is for Link's hair to be a bit darker in the flat color. I don't mind a lot of this going past the... Like I said, I just need to fix the overflow for some of these brushes. Say that they don't go over the reference layer. Oh, whoops. But I just haven't gotten around to it, simply because I keep forgetting. Sometimes I get in front of a computer and I just kind of forget. It's one of the reasons I kind of stopped making... Well, stopped editing my videos on time. I would start editing and then my brain would just immediately check out of the situation. Alright. Alright. Now... which is going to be a more golden color. Actually... I did something wrong here. But it'll be okay. Because what I need to do is this. Let's take back the darker color and do this. Yeah. All right. I'm not sure if that was the right way to go about it. We'll see in a second here. I just realized I made another mistake. Dang it. Let's go back. Alright. Golden color. Let's just fill in these down here. Hey. This here. Like that. Alright, there we go. Sorry, I forgot that that was on a different layer. And then... I need a second layer. I need a third layer. We'll take care of everything that's out of the lines in a minute. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh wait, nope. There we go. It's a bit of a garish glow, but trust me, it works. Add glow. So we need a thick band here, 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 and here, and just a small one here. Okay, cool. I promise I know what I'm doing. I know it doesn't seem like it, and I usually don't know what I'm doing, but this time, I prithee have faith in me. Is this Fee's? Sounds like Fee's theme. Alright. So, Hair 2 gets the fingertip treatment. You know, funny story. I actually really enjoyed Skyward Sword, and I had every intention of finishing it. But I messed up my shoulder at work. Really bad, actually. I needed physical therapy for it, and I had to go on a leave of absence. That eventually led me to change my job, actually. I really enjoyed, but, when I finally got the situation, like, fixed... Oh, crap. I forgot to do something very important. There we go. Now we get it with the fingertip. Okay, and then... Alright, fair enough. I can work with that. It's a little sloppy. So, as a matter of fact, let me take care of that. I don't like... There. I like some of the darker hair to be in the bangs there. Dull the shine on that a little bit. Alright, cool. Alright, one last thing. Alright. One last thing. And I think, because of the kind of person he is, we're gonna go with some cold shadows. So we're gonna hit the multiply and put the opacity at about 45. And we're gonna keep with the soft pin. You know, if I had it my way, as much as I enjoyed Majora's Mask, the way I would have preferred it ending is with the Happy Mask Salesman playing the Song of Healing for Link, him closing his eyes, and the game ending. That way you, like, truly never know what happened next. Like, not him dying, but just the, like, the revelation that, after all of that, Link somehow found peace, too. Don't worry, I'll fix the shadows. Oh, this is the final hours. A song that truly used to terrify me as a child. Like, this game really gave me my first existential crisis. Actually, no, I think this is the Giants theme. I don't think it's the end of the world. I'm noticing some mistakes here. I'll take care of them in a minute. There we go. Maybe it would have lacked catharsis for younger players. Oh, I know. It would have. Like, I actually think an ending like that probably would have really freaked out a lot of younger players. More so than the game already did, you know? But, you know, that's my adult mind. I could see it ending that way if the game was maybe for an older audience, but it was a game that was geared toward middle and elementary schoolers. I imagine that it's probably better that it ended the way it did. Alright. Let me fix these shadows, and I think we will be done. As a matter of fact, let me fix them. Some of them are a bit rough looking. And Link is very severe. Yes, he is. He's a good man. He's a good man. A good son. A good brother. But he is also immensely troubled in some ways. And he doesn't have a lot of freedom. Aww. I do love me Ordon Village. Ordon Village has such a gentle, way about it. Or I would say Ordon Village is the best home village in Zelda. I like Kakariko in Breath of the Wild, don't get me wrong. But Ordon really does feel like home. I think it's because Link has, a whole job. You know? And his life really does truly get upended. His village gets invaded. Before the game starts, essentially the most worrying thing is his, I guess, adoptive mother of sorts is about to have a baby. And that's, the most pressing thing. But yeah, in Twilight Princess, he has a job, people that depend on him. And A Link Between Worlds and A Link to the Past kind of had that too, but A Link Between Worlds kind of drove home that, that Link was kind of a failboy. They would remark how, oh, wow, you're essentially, hey, you're finally getting your shit together, look at you! And it's thanks, random town person I don't know. I'm trying my best. It's either that or the princess is, kidnapped and gone. Could you maybe let me handle my business? I still want some of these shadows to be pretty hard, so I'm not going to hit the blur tool on them. I'm just blending them a little bit so they look a little less, so they look a little less cel-shaded. Now let's see how this works. Oh, that's the sketch. Oh, I forgot to do the face. Except, Impa... Yeah. rid of the sketch layer again. Alright, cool. And then I do want a shadow up here on the roots of his hair. Alright, there we go. That's a handsome man. Actually, I do kind of want to blur this. And that. Alright, better. Yeah, like, he's a good man. He's just under a lot of pressure to succeed. And under a lot of pressure to seem like everything's fine. And that he can totally take all the challenges that are coming at him. When in reality, he's not doing great. And the only people who really know that are Sheik and Sidon. Actually... Oh, whoops. What just happened? Oh. Should he have a sleep stubble? Not this time. He will absolutely later in the story, but this time, no, he will be clean shaven. And also, I am not great at drawing facial hair. I have tried to draw a portrait of DJ for years, and I haven't quite been able to do that yet because I'm not good at drawing beards. But yeah, that's not bad. He looks good. Now, here's the question, though. Okay, so we have Link, and this is probably where I'm going to wrap up because I've been doing this for about 3 hours now, and I need to get up, walk around, stretch, eat lunch. So he looks good. Let's get rid of this picture here because it's been up there for way longer than it should be. But yeah, he looks good. A little dark, but, like, good. Despite his lot in life, Link is a good person. He is a good brother and a good friend, but he's going through it. He's having some difficulties as a person. But yeah, I think this looks good. Now, I'll have to think about what to draw tomorrow, because there's a part of me that wants to draw a comic. But I might continue on the redesign train, because I might want to do Zelda. I spent a lot of time thinking about Zelda's design, but despite that, it hasn't changed much. She's still basically wearing a Hanfu with an archer glove, but the first time I did these redesigns, I also did a Melon, and I was not happy with Melon, so I might do the girls tomorrow. But I will be here tomorrow. I have, yeah. I'll be here tomorrow, probably around the same time, maybe even a little longer, depending on how things go, but for the foreseeable future, I'm gonna be doing this for a while. And then I'll be coming out with regular videos once we get this all down. So thank you, Perfusion, for joining me today. It's been really, really nice talking to you. I love Zelda, and I love talking to people who love Zelda. So, with that being said, I am going to get up and have some lunch. So, thank you very much for watching. Do no harm, take no shit, stay weird, lovelies, and happy eating, my friends.